Welcome back. I was just listening to my song NOCHE and I just love this song, so if you haven't listened to it yet, the link's in the description down below. Welcome back. It's your boy FlyJV and I am back with another video. Now for those of you who don't know me, I am FlyJV, the coolest pilot on YouTube. If you haven't done so already, like this video, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and leave a comment, leave some love down below, okay? Now, I have started a Discord channel like you've seen at the beginning of this video, and I would like all of the student pilots, airline pilots, and aspiring pilots to join it right now. We're gonna create the biggest community of aviators who can help each other and create some kind of network to uplift one another, motivate each other, give advice, share books, links, etc. Let's get it going, man. Now, a few weeks ago, I made a video called 5 Reasons Not to Become an Airline Pilot. And today, I'm gonna move on to my favorite part. The top 5 reasons to become an airline pilot. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. FlyJV forever. Now, first things first. Every single day is different. That's number one. Every single day as an airline pilot is different. Now, as an airline pilot, you have a very atypical job. You have a very atypical job in terms of schedule and in terms of the structure of your day, okay? Now, granted, you might have a bad sleeping pattern because it's always inconsistent and it always changes, but it leads to a very versatile lifestyle and a very versatile job. And routine is never a problem as an airline pilot. Everything is different. Now, operationally, let's start. Different aircraft, different captain or first officer if you're already a captain, different crew, flight attendants, purser, etc. Different passengers, different air traffic controllers, different ground handlers, okay? And when it comes to the flight itself, destinations obviously change. The weather en route will always be different. So the way you handle the flight and the way you pick your route will be different from day to day. And even if you have the same flight 2 days in a row, the way you will experience that flight on these 2 days will be completely different because so many things can change. It might be a night flight on the first day and a day flight during the second day. There might be a big cumulonimbus on your way during the second day, so you have to avoid. There might be different traffic, which will lead to different clearances from air traffic control, which will impact the time and the route and the parking. Even the simple fact of the parking itself will change. Because there are flights where parking is almost as complex as the flight itself. Because if there's traffic, you'll have to follow air traffic control clearances for the traffic, for the route that you need to pick. You will have to be able to understand the map, and all of this is challenging, but it leads to something that is versatile. It leads to a more interesting career, a more interesting job, okay? The views you will have on the job will be different every single day depending on the destination, depending on which direction you're going, west, north, east, south, okay? Sunset, sun up, everything will be different. That's what makes this job amazing. That's why I put it as number one, okay? You will be going to different hotels depending on the destination. You will be with different crews on these layovers. And if you're with a nice enough crew and you guys are adventurous enough, you'll be exploring the cities, experiencing new things, meeting new people, and it will just be a great experience. Every single day is different. Now, number two, travel benefits. As an airline pilot, the job and your airline comes with travel benefits for you and your family. Pilots and their family enjoy considerable discounts or free tickets completely for their own airline or for airlines that are affiliated to their airline. Okay, now as long as there are available seats on that aircraft, you can benefit from these tickets, because at the end of the day, the passengers who pay the full price will always be the priority. But most flights have, depending on the season, a few available seats, and you can use these seats to basically have a free ticket and fly with you or your family. Now, certain airlines also allow friends to have free tickets. Not all airlines do that. And also certain airlines have a buddy system. Now, the buddy system is a system where the pilot elects a certain number of people, friends and or family, which can basically just travel with these discounts, and they will basically just be paying taxes and charges, virtually making the ticket free for them. Okay, so that is a great way of seeing the job for what it is. Like it's an amazing profit for a job that is demanding. Okay, so as a pilot, on your weekends, on your days off, on your vacations, you can use these travel benefits to travel for your pleasure or for business, depending on what it is that you do in your life and depending on what time it is. Okay, so these benefits might also extend to beyond retirement, depending on the airline you are with. And last but not least as well, certain airlines allow you to choose a base depending on which destinations they cover. And this base can be something that is close to or is your home, or is just a city that you always wanted to explore, or a city that you just enjoy. Number 3, the pay scale. As an airline pilot, you will live a comfortable lifestyle when it comes to pay scale and financials, okay? Now, it is a job that is based on seniority and experience when it comes to the salary, okay? The more hours you have and the more time you spend inside of an airline, the more senior you are in that airline and the more you will be paid, okay? So basically, you need to consider also other factors when it comes to salary. The role you have, the position you have, your rank, etc. Let me clarify. As a captain, obviously you will earn more because you have more market value. And that is not only applicable to the airline you're currently in, but any other airline you go to, okay? Now, also as an instructor, if you're a captain and an instructor, you will be earning even more. That will be another significant bump inside of your salary, because you will be instructing new pilots that need to do their line training, that need maybe to be examined if you are an examiner as well, okay? So you need to consider all of these factors. Now, to delve even further into that when it comes to salary, there's various roles that you can have inside of your airline. Like, for example, you might be a safety officer, okay? You might be the head of training, let's say. You might be the head of flight operation. Now, I'm just giving you certain typical roles, but if you have any of these, you will be paid more. You will earn more money. Like, all pilots inside of an airline do not have the same salary. It depends on what they do, what they contribute, and what their role is, okay? Now, at the end of the day, the airline itself also matters, because different airlines have different ways of paying their pilots. Different airlines have different pay scales. You can find that on the internet usually if you look. And yeah, now as you progress through your career and combine all of these factors, okay, including your seniority, including your roles, etc., you're left with a pretty above average looking financial future. Number 4, it is a prestigious job. That's simple. The job title in itself of airline pilot inspires prestige. It inspires confidence in people. People know that you spend your day-to-day life flying multi-million-dollar aircraft carrying hundreds of passengers and people. They just see you as somebody who inspires confidence. They look up to you. And that is a side effect of being an airline pilot. And that, I believe, is a good reason to become an airline pilot. Not everybody earns that though, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. Okay? Now, the reason why it inspires so much confidence into people knowing that you're an airline pilot is this. Most people cannot relate to the day-to-day life of an airline pilot. And the reason for that is this. The job is just so different from most other jobs. And there's also an added risk factor. Let's be real. It's a dangerous job. Like, it's getting safer and safer every day with the technologies and the way air traffic control is managed. But it's still a dangerous job with risk factors. Okay? And all of these things combined create an aura of mystery, which arouses in men admiration and in the eyes of women attractiveness. That's just facts. Now, in the eyes of children, you will be seen as a hero. It is a lot of people's childhood dream to become an airline pilot or a pilot in general. Okay? Now, most people cannot say that they have had multiple people clap just because they have done their jobs. It's insane. So that is another reason for me to become an airline pilot. Last but not least, number 5. The job is simply enjoyable and exciting. Now, let's not misunderstand what I'm saying right here. As long as you put in the work, as long as you take your responsibilities and you do what you're supposed to do as being an airline pilot, when all is said and done, it is a fun job. You fly, like I said before, a multi-million-dollar machine, thousands of feet up in the air, carrying passengers. You work with people who share your passion. You have amazing different views every single day. You get to eat at 39,000 feet up in the air. It is simply just breathtaking and the experience is amazing. No routine, you fly different destinations. It is just incredible and it is a privilege that should be relished by the people who have the chance of experiencing it. To me, that is the most impactful reason out of all 5 that I've said, and this is the reason I've put it last. This job is simply enjoyable. I enjoy this job, and if you have the passion to become an airline pilot, you will enjoy it too. I genuinely enjoy every day, and I just see that job as something that is essential to people. It is an essential service to people. So not only am I doing something that is enjoyable and that I love, and that you will too, but I'm also helping people and servicing them. 2 birds, 1 stone. Guys, this is the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, like I said at the beginning, do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and join the Discord server. The link is in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Those were my top 5 reasons to become an airline pilot. It is me, FlyJV, the coolest pilot on YouTube. I'm out. Peace.
No sé lo que estoy buscando.